Right, so welcome to the pre-match preview for Woolton FC versus AFC Liverpool. And now both teams have been on unbeaten pre-season with the AFC, winning 1-0 against Vauxhall Motors reserves on the weekend. However, the Woolton have done really well. They've won tons of games, and the problem is they're going to keep winning games. You look at some of the performances they've put in. Beating Roughen Town 5-1 on Saturday, brilliant. Obviously, AFC so far in pre-season have beaten Newtown 2-1, drawn 1-0 to St Villa, and beaten Vauxhall Motors reserves 1-0, all away from home. So it's very interesting what's going to go on. But I'm hoping a big win, because we need a big win tomorrow against a good side, and we can't underestimate them again. We've got a very hard opposition on Saturday, Vauxhall, who are a great team and will give us a game, and then Prescott away, which is going to be a belter away day, but extremely hard because they're a great team. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm nervous, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous, because it's an extremely tough game and we need to be on our best form to win it. I don't know what's going to happen, but we need to just get into it, because these next 3 games are so important for pre-season. Then we've got the first game against Arlen at home, and then Burscough away in pre-season, and then RBH in the Cup. So it doesn't get easy. And we have a good enough team to do well in this league, but we have to show it. And we have to get into the right form, which we are doing with an unbeaten pre-season. So we'll look at some of the stats of the recent games as well, and how I think it'll go on now. Okay, so we're going to look a bit more into the fixture tomorrow. So these are the pre-season. Obviously that's not our ones. Let's look at our last fixture. You can't go separate, which is bizarre. Our last fixture, which was Scam. But that, I can't believe that was cancelled, by the way. That's so bizarre of Scam to cancel it the day before. It was nearly a day before the game, just to cancel the game. I know the team in Wales we were supposed to play, they couldn't help it. They had a lot of players in the tournament in Wales, what I had. Fair enough. But what on earth were they doing? Anyway, here we go. Vauxhall Motors reserves 1-0 away. It was a good win on the 4G pitch. Wish it was on the main one, but I still counted it as the main, because it was literally not far from the main one. But what a win. I mean, to be honest, we were good, and we should have scored more goals. But their 2 goalkeepers that played were really good. But, in that heat, to get a result in that heat was phenomenal. We played brilliant that whole game. And especially we have no Caleb, no Elliot Taylor, no Dr. Moorcroft. Big 3 players not in the squad. It was an astonishing achievement to get that sort of win. And it shows the attitude of this team. Some very good trialists, number 15 and 14, were really good, really technical, and I really hope that they stay on. I know one of them plays in America, apparently, or doing something in America, but I hope we can keep them for as long as they're here, because they're phenomenal players, and they were technical and creative, and that's what we need. In this league, there isn't many creative players. I know Moorcroft's quite creative, and Taylor and Caleb, but except them, we need more creative players, and that really shows that there is a bit of creativeness in this team, and we can get more. And they're brilliant. I thought they played brilliant. We wiped them out of the park. We should have scored more, but we didn't go up. We didn't up the pace with them because it was so hot. There was no point. And Vauxhall, to be fair to them, fought with a lot of passion and fought brilliantly. But it shows the mentality of this team to go to an away ground, which in the heat, and get a result 1-0. And I thought our fans were brilliant, bringing that many sort of 4Gs. Well, it was at the main ground, but they had all the bars the main ground used, which was fair, so not as good on them. But to go to 4G pitch in that heat, I mean, I got sunburned, I'm still sunburnt. But yeah, I mean, what a brilliant, brilliant win. And now this was tonight's fixtures. And Wednesday, MSB Woolton. And at the Simpson hub, obviously not at Jericho, but there is a game actually going on at Jericho, which I thought was South versus Lower Breck, and they've changed that apparently. It is now South versus Prescott, which will be a good game. It'll be a very good game. Very competitive. Look at some of the others there. Who at Shinetown Development? And then we go to Saturday's fixture. Well, we'll do a little talk about that. So looking forward to playing Bootle at home, even though it's at our ground, because Bootle's facilities are phenomenal. And I'll say this, I'm very excited to be at Bootle because Bootle have some of the best facilities in non-league. When it comes to bar, they've got one of the best bars I've been in. The pitch is phenomenal. The 4G services there's not like a first team 4G. It's like a mess around kick about 5-a-side one. But I used to go in there with my mates all the time, and I think I'll have a little kick about. Me and my mates go to the game before because it's phenomenal. And the facilities for their level, I mean, they're MPL West, so it's 2 levels before Southport's league, and they've got that sort of quality. It's phenomenal. I love it. Some other fixtures going on. Ooh, that's a good one, Burscough, Warrington. But anyway, I'm getting distracted with other games. It'll be a tough one. It'll be a tough one tomorrow. But my score prediction is going to be 2-1 AFC. They're going to score first, Woolton. They're going to dominate, and we're just going to get one. We're just going to come back second half because we always do in these games. But we can't underestimate a lower opposition, like we did against Winsford, like we did against Ashton Athletic, like we did against... Who else did we play? Runcorn Town. That was bad. On a Monday night in October. But new seasons upon us, and new mentalities, and new players. So yes, I mean, look, whatever happens, it's going to be good. But it's all building up to that first game of the season, which I will not be at, unfortunately. I'll be at Bolton away with Preston. But I will be at Burscough, which I can't wait for Burscough away. It's going to be phenomenal. But we still got 2 more games after this one. Bootle and Prescott. And Prescott away is going to be something. I mean, that's such a good game for us to have. Prescott are 3 leagues above, I think. No, 2 leagues above us. So it's a high opposition for us. And they're a good team, and they've got a good ground and a good set of fans. It's going to be a great experience to go down there and try and get the win. I mean, look, I don't think we'll win there, but you never know what'll happen. It's pre-season, so we can steal a win at their ground. That'll be the toughest away game I think we would have had in many years. We've just got to get at it. And I mean, to be fair, Saturday at home is going to be tough, but because it's like, I don't know, we've beaten Bootle a few times. I remember in lockdown there was a secret game that no one knew about, and I knew because I was playing for a team associated with Bootle, and we all went and watched it. And obviously wasn't many allowed, but we were allowed. And it was brilliant, and AFC managed to dominate them. And in the past in the league, AFC had done well. But they haven't done well against Woolton, which I'm a bit worried about tomorrow because, they're a good team, Woolton. And they will be up for it, just like Winsford and just like Runcorn. So we've got to be in our game, and we hope we are, because last 2 aways I've been, which was last 3 aways I've been, I did miss the 2 pre-season ones I've missed. I went to Glossop, South, and then Vauxhall, all wins. So we're hoping for a 4th on a Wednesday night. Fingers crossed we can get across the line. It's going to be tough. We have to believe, and we can do anything. Anyway, up the AFC, up the non-league Reds. I'm looking forward for tomorrow, and hopefully I'm going to do a vlog, I think. And fingers crossed we can get across the line and be doing a good vlog. Anyway, up the Reds. Come on. Into them tomorrow.